Welcome to this channel, man. So the last time I posted on this channel, it was a week ago. I broke the news to you guys that Ghana has recorded its first coronavirus case. Okay, so a week on, I've jotted something down, so I'll be telling you guys the facts down. So a week on, actually, what I want to do is I want to be posting maybe weekly updates on the coronavirus case in Ghana, how the situation is in the country at the moment. So a week on, a lot of things have happened. We have 9 cases now, and since the last time I reported, everything was still going on in the country fine and cool. So as I'm speaking now, churches have been banned for 4 weeks. Going to schools have also been banned for 4 weeks, and so every level of education, everyone is at home. I think except those who are preparing for the BEC and WASI. Even with that, the teachers union have come out. All of the teachers unions have actually come out to speak that they need to be closed down because they can still spread the virus. So Ghana has recorded 9 cases now, and so averagely, it's been 1 week since I brought you the story. It was 2 then, so averagely it's like we are recording a case every single day, which I actually see as not good. So we have 9 cases now, but if you are comparing ours to other countries, I think Ghana is doing very, very well. But if you are comparing to African countries like Nigeria recorded, I think 3-4 days before we recorded, they have 5 cases now. Burkina Faso have recorded 1 death. Okay, so it tells you we are doing quite well, but we are not at the top there. So yesterday, it was officially, the case was still 7. Overnight, we saw a message from the information minister, which was posted on Instagram, that the cases are now 9. Okay, so 2 cases have been added overnight. We still don't have info on that case. We don't know whether they are still imported, because all the 7 cases, yesterday, all the 7 cases were imported. They were people who traveled from foreign countries to Ghana. Okay, they were recorded. And so Ghanaians were thinking that the government should ban travels inside the country and outside the country. But we've recorded another 2, additional 2. We don't know whether these are people right here in Ghana, or we don't know whether these 2 are also imported. That is an information that is not coming forth, and we are patiently waiting on that info. So that's the second point I jotted down. And a lot of things happened just within the last week based on this particular thing. So a lot of Ghanaians are social distancing, a lot of Ghanaians are self-isolating. Okay, so people are still going to work all right, but yeah, some people are still staying at home. Okay, so especially the students and the churchgoers. So as I'm speaking to you right now, the time is 9:52. Today is Thursday, 19th of March. As I'm speaking to you right now, the president of the country, Nana Akufo-Addo, is organizing a prayer breakfast meeting with the clergy. So as we are speaking right now, as I'm recording this video right now, they're actually praying for the country and the world at large, okay, for God to intervene. Okay, so I believe, I'm a Christian, I believe in the spirituality of things, and so I believe that that is a good thing from the president. But as far as we are praying, we should also be taking care of the physical and the humanly possible side. Okay, so that's what I wanted to bring to you guys. So the third point, Charlie, but this thing I'm doing, it shouldn't be done. As I'm touching my face, it shouldn't be done. Sometimes it's not conscious. So immediately you touch your face, you remember that, hey, you're not supposed to be touching your face. But then I just sanitized my hand before doing this video. But it shouldn't be done. Wash your hands frequently. That is what the experts are telling us. So speaking of prayer and Christianity side, I told you guys that the government has banned churches, okay? But some pastors are still opening their churches and they are still calling their members. And so 2 pastors have been arrested due to that, okay, defying the orders of the president. The president came out to say that no one should go to church for 4 weeks. No one should go to school for 4 weeks. But some people are still not understanding what the president said. They believe that they need to pray. And so 2 pastors have been arrested. Yesterday, a pastor in Kumasi I think his name is Sarkodie. So a lot of people call him Pastor King Sak. So a pastor in Kumasi was arrested yesterday, and today we are hearing that a pastor in Eastern Region has also been arrested because they opened their church for their members to come and worship. Okay, so we are learning that these people are being processed for court. So the latest on that, I'll actually give it to you during this series of coronavirus updates. I'll be giving to you on this channel. So yeah, I think basically that's pretty much that's all. But I have a concern. So some Ghanaians who traveled from outside to the country are complaining because some people also feel that they want to be tested. Some people who feel that they've come in contact with some people who are exposed, okay, who just returned from outside feel that no, they want to be tested. But what we are hearing is that, I mean, those people are not being tested unless you show symptoms. So that's what is currently going on in Ghana. Okay, so unless you show symptoms, you'll not be tested because they are saying that the testing kits are very limited. They don't want to waste it. And so if you show symptoms, we test you so we know whether you have the corona or not. And I believe that that is very bad. That will go a long way to harm us, okay? Because if you check countries like Korea and Singapore, they've been able to manage this coronavirus thing. And you ask yourself how they did it. It was simply by testing. Okay, so they were testing people. If you go to Korea by this time, they have the capacity to test 20,000 people, new people, every single day. So every single day, they have the capacity to be testing 20,000 new people. Okay, and so they know that, okay, so these people are going to work. We are testing them. These people are not going. So, I mean, everyone sort of knows his level or her level at that particular stand. Okay, and the testing will, in a way, help. Because we are hearing that even people who are not showing symptoms are passing on this particular coronavirus to other people. And a typical example is Idris Elba, the Hollywood actor. Okay, so he came out to say that yes, he has been tested positive and he's having coronavirus. And he's showing no symptoms. And so a lot of people were shocked that, hey, this guy is showing no symptoms, but he has tested positive or coronavirus. Okay, so I think the country should, I mean, if it's money we need to get more of the testing kits, if it's whatever we need, we actually need to make it available because this is human life we are talking about. And there's a particular confusion in Ghana as well. So last week, okay, no, I think 3-4 days ago when the president came out to address the nation first, it was the same day the president banned the churches and the schools. The president made a statement that he has directed the Minister of Finance to make available $100 million for the fight of coronavirus. A lot of Ghanaians were happy that at least we are having that amount of money that we'll be using to fight the virus. And so various hospitals will be having these test kits and the likes. So Ghanaians were very, very happy. Just last 2 days, the Minister of Finance went to Parliament and the parliamentarians wanted more clarification on this thing. And the Minister of Finance made a statement that no, we are now writing to IMF and World Bank to grant us that $100 million. And so it's like we are sleeping, but our legs are outside. Okay, so obviously we don't have that $100 million now to fight the coronavirus. So I'll plead with you, if you think government has the money and then because of that you not observe your safety precautions, actually you will get a thing and then you will see. So if you are listening to me right now, just frequently wash your hand. As much as possible, social distance yourself. Just be at home. For me personally, that's more like my life, and so it's nothing new. Okay, so just be at home, and yeah, Charlie. For now, just for 4 weeks, don't go to church. Just for 4 weeks, you make no go to church. Don't go out. Just for 1 month, just stay at home, eat healthy, find some fruits. If possible, just do some exercise to boost your immune system. And then there's this local drug I can recommend to you. The name is Qua FS. It's also a Ghanaian-based product that boosts or helps the immune system. Because what we are hearing is that for the coronavirus, there is no cure. I'm hearing that America has actually developed a vaccine that they'll be testing people very soon. But for Ghana, we know, Charlie, and from the World Health Organization, there is no cure for coronavirus now. And so how the virus, or how people are surviving from this virus, because apparently a lot of people have survived from this virus. Okay, so I think over 200,000 cases and over 60 or 80,000 people have survived the virus. That's they tested positive. Their immune systems have been able to fight the virus, and now they've tested negative. So what we are hearing from the doctors is that for now there is no cure to the virus. The only way you can actually, or your system can fight the virus, is when you have a good immune system, when your immune system is strong. Okay, so we should start to eat healthy. We should start to be doing all those things that will boost our immune systems. So yes, that's the advice I can give to you guys. This is the latest update, especially from Ghana. So people are still boarding public transport. Be very careful. Um, Charlie, basically people are still going to the marketplaces, and there's this misconception. People are saying that if you drink alcohol, the virus no go do you. The virus doesn't kill black people. But I'm reporting to you that 3 Ghanaians have actually died from the virus, and these 3 Ghanaians, they don't live in Ghana though. 2 people from Italy, one from, I think, Denmark. Okay, so 3 Ghanaians have died, and so that is proof enough to tell you that yes, blacks are dying from the virus. Those who are saying the virus no they kill black people, that is a misinformation that we need to get cleared. So those who are also saying that if you drink akpeteshie, okay, the virus no go catch you. I mean, scientists have actually not come out to prove that. Ghanaians, man, Charlie, when something come out, because these are people just they come out with their own stories, and sometimes you'll be wondering where these people got these stories from. So that is not true. But what we are hearing is that in case where you don't have hand sanitizers, you don't have rubbing alcohol, you can use alcohol. Okay, you can use alcohol to wash your hand, because the virus does not do well in an alcohol-based environment. And so if you use the alcohol to rub or wash your hand, then the virus, I mean, will not be able to stay on your hand, okay, for some time. So yeah, but the go-to plan is to always wash your hand frequently. If you are always washing your hand frequently, for that one, yeah, you are good to go. Okay, so that's on that. And another one, hand sanitizer prices have actually hiked up in the country. When we recorded it, when I brought you the story that Ghana has recorded 2 cases, I think the next day, I was actually searching for hand sanitizers. I went to search from a lot of places. I didn't get the hand sanitizers. So we are hearing that the prices I've seen prices, people selling medium-sized hand sanitizers, which normally cost 5 cedis. People are selling it now at 150 cedis, 150 cedis, like 1.5 million. And then you wonder, so these people, are they serious? But people are, I mean, locally people are now producing a lot of hand sanitizers, and so I believe that the prices will go down. Okay, but if you don't have hand, for me, I have the hand sanitizer. I have 3 bottles of hand sanitizers for my household. Yesterday, I got a rubbing alcohol as well. So yes, you can also get rubbing alcohol if you don't have the hand sanitizers, just for you to feel safe. Okay, so yes, that's all for today.